The perfect push-up is split up into 3 different categories: scapular activation, body position, and most importantly, range of motion. The good thing is I'm going to walk you through each of them. Let's go ahead and get into it. When it comes to scapular activation, you need to be able to push your shoulder blades together at the bottom of the rep and push your shoulder blades out at the top of the rep, squeezing your chest. This small movement is going to be necessary for mastering all of your pushing movements in calisthenics, not just the push-up. And one of the best ways to practice your scapular retraction and protraction is by doing scapular push-ups. Keeping straight arms, getting in this kneeling position, and pushing out with your shoulder blades and letting them retract and touch together. Doing this only 10 to 15 times, you'll begin to feel the scapular activation and you'll be working something that you never even knew you had. If you're a little bit more advanced in your scapular activation and you're willing to try it out, go ahead and hop into push-up position and do the same thing. Again, only 10 to 15 times for a couple of sets before you actually get started into your actual push day. You'll notice an immediate difference. Next, let's talk about body position. You definitely can keep your fingers facing forward in a push-up, but if you're experiencing a lot of wrist pain, it would help you if you just turned your hands slightly outwards. I'm starting out at the top of the rep with my arms locked out, pushing out, protracting my scapula, flexing my core, flexing my glutes, and keeping my thighs stuck together. You should not be doing push-ups with elbows out to the side like this. This is going to put too much stress on your shoulder joints, and it's going to end up in a possible injury. The best position is to keep your elbows at a 45-degree angle from your body. This allows proper chest activation, and it will save your elbows and shoulder joints. As we descend into our first push-up, we're going to slightly lean forward, make sure we go at least 90 degrees or till our chest touches the ground before exploding to the top. And at the top of the rep, making sure to push out with our scapula and squeezing our chest. Let's remember, it doesn't matter what your fitness level is, anybody can get started doing push-ups today. And just so I can prove it to you, I'm gonna show you what you should do if you're lacking upper body strength. You can get yourself a nice wall like I have here, or a tree, whatever happens. You're gonna do the exact form that I just taught you against the wall. Boom. Focusing on that scapular retraction and protraction while flexing your core. As soon as you build enough strength to do this on the wall at least 20 times, we're gonna move to elevation. This is the elevation I have available, but if you have something that's a little bit higher, perfectly fine. The point is you wanna use this elevation to take a lot of the load off of your joints while you're building strength. Again, we're gonna do this until we reach a goal of being able to do 20 incline push-ups. And eventually, as we get stronger, we'll move it to the ground. When it comes to common mistakes when doing a push-up, one of the first ones is skipping out on range of motion, having your hips sinking like you're humping the ground, keeping your shoulders shrugged towards your ears. It's important, no matter what kind of push-up we're doing, that we're going full range of motion. And why are we going full range of motion? Well, if we're doing the most push-ups that I see on social media, where we just do half reps like this, we're only getting stronger through that middle range of motion. If you want to ever be able to do things like the L-sit, or the handstand, or planche, you're going to need straight arm strength. Don't fall for the myth that you can't lock out your elbows when doing a push-up. This is your body weight, and unless you have a certain medical condition, you can definitely train your joint strength. You can go full range of motion. If you're saying that you can't go full range of motion, you're just making an excuse because you know it's technically going to be harder. That's why we keep our form strict.
Strict form only.